Dereva.
Anaona nini?
Ni sisi ngapi? Siko nayo. Siko na hiyo nini?
Once we left till dawn, now they're chasing their stars while I'm drowning in waves of faded memoirs. Birthday candles flicker, but the wishes feel. Hi guys, welcome to this beautiful vlog. If you're new here, you're most welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for choosing to come by and watch these beautiful vlogs as always. So I'm sure from the title and from how the video has begun, you are able to tell that this is a story about how we acquired our new car. If you've been here, I'm sure by now you know that we have a new beautiful car, or rather we've been blessed with a beautiful new car. This whole journey is I'd say a bit late from how we planned it, but it is more beautiful than how we saw it, and more, you know, and more elegant than how we thought it was going to be. This whole journey began sometime last year. That is when we decided as a family that we wanted to acquire a new car, or rather upgrade to a better car. As usual, when you are about to buy a car, you will get into yards, you will go into showrooms and try to search for whatever you have in mind. Yeah, by then we were torn between several models. I was not too sure about the car that I truly wanted then, but I was leaning towards a Mazda CX-5 then, and a Honda Vezo. That was my last option. I also had like my dream car in line, and I also knew I'm going to acquire it, but the lesser version of it. By then hubby was not around, so I got a car guru to take me to yards, and that would be nobody else than my dad, who is a mechanical engineer retiree. So he's got like proper experience when it comes to cars, and he has worked for big companies like CMC. He has worked for Sifao, so on and so forth. Yeah, so this is how the story began. I'm reaching 24 with dreams in disarray. All my friends have flown while I battle dismay. Once we left till dawn, now they're chasing their stars while I'm drowning in waves of faded memoirs. Birthday candles flicker, but the wishes feel thin. Measuring the silence where my dreams fell within. Thought I'd soar by now, but I'm grounded by doubt. In this crowded room, I feel left out. Oh, why does it sting, this ache in my chest? Each year I grow older, but I'm feeling.
Yes, I mean,
Nitaifanya service after.
oh, nice.
Then you have to hold the how to hold the blades.
You know, we can see his fingers and everything. No, seriously.
Of the light of the room, all my flaws are revealed. Every line on my face tells a tale that's concealed. I watch as they flourish while I linger in the past, clutching fading dreams that slipped away too fast. Birthday wishes fading like leaves in the breeze. Every smile hollow, joy just a tease. I used to have plans, but they slipped through my hands. Now I'm longing for solace, a place where hope stands. Oh, why does it sting, this ache in my chest? Each year I grow older, but I'm feeling less. I'm the ghost in the gallery where laughter once rang. While my heart's growing heavier, I feel the void pang. On that particular day, we went to so many yards. By the end of the day, we were so tired. So we ended up, of course, having dinner somewhere close, and then we were set to wake up on the next day and continue with the search. To the dreams I still crave, to the roads yet untraveled, the strength it's safe. Though the path may be jagged and darkness may call, I'll try time and again after each fall. Oh, why does it sting, this ache in my chest? Each year I grow older, but I'm feeling less blessed. I'm the ghost in the gallery where laughter once rang while my heart
We all
was
have our plans, we all have how we want things to go, we all have dreams, we have wishes. But then when we were still going on, this was from December, around March, mom started feeling unwell, and I could tell something was not right. She could feel like it was her time, I could say, because she kept talking about death. She kept talking about how if she's not there, how things are gonna be. If she's not, I kept stopping her from saying what she was feeling, because as a human, we are in denial and we don't like to talk about the reality of life. So the worst happened, and mom passed on. Yeah. So of course, when you lose a loved one, it's a burden to the family, and this being like the closest loss that I have ever experienced, it was overwhelming. It took me down with a bang. So I didn't know where to start. I was emotionally drained. But I thank God financially, people stood with us, our family, our friends, our relatives. But more so, I want to thank my husband. He stood by my side. A lot of our family members are outside. So we've got flights to pay. We've got cemeteries to pay. So you can imagine our financial status at that time. So we had to set our priorities right. And at that time, I was actually not even thinking about a new car. I just wanted to get mom to rest, and life moves on. I think it's a lesson that the most important things in life are our family and a peace of mind. Yeah, I was so worn out. I was so weary. I just wanted to lay mom to rest. The wisest thing to do was to put all the plans that we had to rest. But my husband kept saying, it's okay, we are just going to do what we have to do. I'm going to get you a new car. I'm going to buy you a new car. You don't worry, it's going to be fine. I just felt like the whole world was crashing on me. So we set our priorities right, and we did what was right then, and I thank God. And with that said, mom rest in peace, and life moved on. Because it's not like we were struggling or we didn't have a car to use. A car is just a cherry on the cake. So we had to make sure that the cake stayed fresh, yeah? So life has moved on. Mom has been laid to rest. I am coming to terms with reality. I am getting back to myself, quote unquote, back to myself like 100%. Several months later, when we've not spoken about cars, hubby sends me a photo of a vehicle, which I incidentally saw on the same day. It was being advertised on TikTok by a yard down at Kiambu Road. And I replied to him with a conversation from the same guy, because I inquired about it. Immediately I saw it. That is before he sent me the message. I inquired about it, yeah? And we hadn't spoken about vehicles since the sad incident. So there and then I knew that it was now time for us to go back to the search. It was the right time, yeah? My favorite Bible verse, by the way, I'm very spiritual if you do not know it. My favorite Bible verse is be still and know that I am God, yeah? So that time we were still, and suddenly he shows up, yeah? So it was not coincidental that he saw the same vehicle that I had inquired about the same morning. I didn't waste much time to it. He said, why don't you go down to Kiambu Road and see this car? Decided to follow what he said, and I left work that day. I rushed to Kiambu Road.
I'm reaching 24 with dreams and
When I was on my way to Kiambu Road, the guy sends me a message just when I'm about to get to the side yard, and he told me it's unfortunate that the vehicle has been purchased. So I thought probably this guy is just playing with my mind. So I just told him it's fine, but I'm still coming to the yard. Is it okay? Is the vehicle still there? He told me yes, you can come and confirm the vehicle is still there. So many people were inquiring about it. I was hoping that you would come here first and take it with you. I actually witnessed it being ballooned for a photo shoot. I watched it being driven away. yake ameniambia imeenda. When I'm there with his colleague, he calls me and he says, I have just received a call. There's another vehicle similar to this one. If you're willing to give me about 45 minutes, it's going to be brought to the yard so that you can see it. Yeah. And I said, no problem, because I was seriously going to get this vehicle because I had loved it from the photos. And when I saw it, I'm telling you, I got shivers. I got like literal shivers. Yeah. So we waited and another vehicle came. Very beautiful, actually more beautiful than this one.
Measuring the silence where my dreams fell within. Thought I'd soar by now, but I'm grounded by doubt. In this crowded room, I feel left out. Oh, why does it sting, this ache in my chest? Each year I grow older, but I'm feeling less blessed. I'm the ghost in the gallery where laughter once rang. While my heart's growing heavier, I feel the void pain. The light of the room, all my flaws are revealed. Every line on my face tells a tale that's concealed. How orgies they flourish.
So we decided to go for a test drive. When we are doing the test drive, this guy says, but I have got one thing to tell you. Unfortunately, this vehicle is a C180. It's not a C200. My heart just disconnected from the whole thing. I was like, I do not think I want to go home with a C180. Yeah, my heart then was at the most that I could do was a C200. Yeah, so I felt a bit discouraged. He talked to me and he encouraged me and he promised to find me a new car. And he was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful salesman. I'm going to leave his contact here. If you're looking for a vehicle, this man is wonderful. He's a wonderful man. He is genuine. He tells you everything that you need to know about cars, as long as I am concerned, unless he was portraying what he's not. And I'm not in any way associated with him other than bringing out to you the truth that I saw in him.
No, I'm a child of God.
My car is sold. The one that has come is not what I was looking for. What again? The only thing that is left for me is to continue with the car search, since I need a car and I want a car and I didn't want to delay so that we don't get other hiccups in acquiring a new car. So hubby lands. And he says we're going back to Kiambu Road. I'm told there's another vehicle we need to see. So this is the one that I want to wear. So we got there, we didn't see any car, but I suddenly switched to E-classes. I actually didn't even get into any C-class when we got there.
Close to your love again. I give my heart again, Jesus. I wanna go to Cali way.
I was being waved into E-classes, but by that time I knew we were not going to get anything other than a C-class Mercedes or at most a CX-5. So we're back there. They have another black one. Since there was nothing to see at this particular yard, we called my cousin, who is a car dealer, down at Kiambu Road. And from there on, the journey took a different gear. So we are now at Phenomenal Importers. We've come to see Mercedes-Benz, grey in color with a red interior that I had identified. I like it. We'll see. Yeah, we don't want to rush. Obviously you can't rush when you're buying a car. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, and then I'm going to keep you guys updated. Yeah, this is a journey, but when we are finally there, it's gonna be a ride. Yeah, it's gonna be a joyride, like literally a joyride. Yeah.
This is ngapi?
Dereva. Anaona nini? Very nice.
Siko nayo.
Kuna hiyo nini?
Yeah.
At that particular time, my husband's cousin is here. He had come because my husband had called him so that he accompanies him to Mombasa. And then my cousin chips in, who is a car dealer and understands vehicles to the core also, chipped in, and they decided to head to Mombasa. We booked tickets for them to head to Mombasa. Let me tell you, when hubby got there,
Raindrops, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody, grip the trick, nobody. Call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, keep you with tissue. Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30 and 100 rounds too. Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30 and 100 rounds too. All set. Records on records, got backers on riding around in a coupe. I take your food right from you. Bitch, I'm a dog. Beat the whole walls. Hop in the fall. I think they need to come for me. I swear these niggas is under me. The hate and the devil keep jumping me. Back rows on me, keep me coming. Hey, you did the most, yeah. Pull up and goes, yeah. My diamonds a choker. Holding up, I with no holster. Bring the ruler, diamond cooler. This a roller, not a mule. Dabbing on them like the usual. Magic with the brick do voodoo. Courtside with a bad bitch. Then I send the bitch through Uber. I'm young and rich and plus I'm bougie. I'm not stupid, so I keep the ooze. He's on records, got backers on backers, so my money making my back pay. Niggas got a low act rate. From the north, yeah, that cookie blunt in the ashtray. Bitches is national smash day. Hop in the limb, have a drag race. I let the birds take a bath. Raindrops, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot.
so the first vehicle that he took a photo of and sent to me was an E-Class Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, so my heart was still lingering at C200. He was trying to persuade me to loving an E-Class, but for me it appeared bigger than it should be. Yeah, it appeared like a baggage to me, just being a lady. Yeah, so he went on searching. They sent vehicles, they went to yards, but I could tell this guy is giving up, because as the day went by, he stopped sending messages. He was not talking much. Yeah, so he sent me a message and he said, Yaya Narudi, he's coming back home. If I could, I can book a ticket for the weekend, since I was still at work for the weekend, and then I can head back to Mombasa with with his cousin. My husband is in Mombasa. He's been overwhelmed. He left very confident, but right now he's saying he wants to come back so that I can go over the weekend. He's gone there and it's so overwhelming. I'm sure because there is a variety of cars, and then the prices are competitive, and then they are all over. Yeah, and I think when you're going to Mombasa, you must know what you're going for. Yeah, and you must know where you're going to and who you're going to meet. Yeah, so this is just part of the vlog, and even as I do this, we've not yet gotten the car. Continue with the vlog. I hope you're loving it so far. And by the way, I think I mentioned this is the hair that my husband got me from Shein. It's looking good, but I'm having sort of like issues with the lace. I don't like when my lace shows at all, so I don't know if I'm the one who has issues. I don't know what you think. Yeah, just tell me what you think about it. So let's continue searching for the car.
As you can see, we are entering Mombasa Lota Motors at Makupa. Yeah, this guy is Mercedes Benzes only. Okay. Hii ni mnyama GLC 200 AMG. E250 AMG. Hii pia ni noma. Nani nitaonyesha baadaye. Alafu hapa kuna C200 AMG. Gari mpya, gari mbichi. GLE 450 4matic. Ni Lexus. Kuna Subaru Forester. Kuna E200 AMG. E250 black. Naona jina Lota Motors. See the entrance, upon the entrance. Jamaa anafanywa testing gari mpya, amenunua gari saa hii. Hapa hizi ni front. Hii ni front. Front ya magari hizo. Hadi kule mwisho. Huku sasa ni nyuma. Huko mahali unaweza gari zilikuwa mbele. Sasa hapa tuko nyuma sasa. Hapa ni workshop. Sasa zinafanywa buffing, service. Vile unataka.
In the evening, he sent me a black CX-5, but he told me it has issues with the back seat, and it's a good car. He asked me to think about them, then I can give him feedback in the morning. If I'm not able to decide, then he will come back and I will go bring the car myself. So I thought about it. I showed it to my son. I love to consult my son. He's a very sharp young man. He explained to me why I should get an E-Class. Finally, my son said, "Mommy, if you take the CX-5, believe me, you will regret." And I was like, okay, what am I even doing? Why am I refusing this car? Everybody wants to have this car. Why am I refusing it? I was like, come and buy. I was like, well, I called my husband and I told him I have made up my mind. You go buy this car. He said he's going back to that yard that night. Unfortunately, he found that the owner of the yard had gone to pray because he's Muslim. Yeah, he had gone to Sali. I think the first thing my husband did, I'm not even sure if he freshened up that morning so that I couldn't change my mind. He went to the yard and he paid for the vehicle. He asked me one last time, are you sure? I told him yes. He paid for the vehicle and they were set to bring it home. And now we have a beautiful, beautiful Mercedes E-Class. Thank you to the Almighty. And thank you so much for watching this vlog. And we've come to the end of it. If you love my vlogs, kindly remember to subscribe. Subscribing is free. And thank you so much for watching to this point. So till next time, bye-bye. So this whole journey is not new to us. It's not new to our family. I don't know what this is. I think this is my dog. This whole journey was